What's up, everybody? We're just gonna hop right into it. As you can see, I already took the door panels off, so you already know what that means. Newport Day. Here we go. Waiting for it to already end, and we have the new scheme going out. We got the new door rest right there. You see now it's got the red and yellow thing, because you guys know we switched it up from the blue and red theme from years ago to now the yellow and red theme. This will replace that. As you can see, it's dirty. It's fake Alcantara. That's what fake Alcantara does. Obviously the passenger side is going to be better because nobody really likes passenger, but the driver's side is pretty rough. So we got the real Alcantara right here. You see I made it pleated, so this time it has a backing, so now it's, as you can see, it's got like a little cushion right here, whereas this one is just flat, no cushion. Also, because we're going to replace those, I'll reach in this bag and grab it. Got for both sides. We're also going to obviously replace the bottom piece, the armrest piece as well. And you see this is following our new scheme, our red and yellow theme to get rid of the blue and red theme. And again, this is real Alcantara. Real Alcantara, unlike the fake stuff. Fake stuff is good for show, as far as if you were putting it some way you're not gonna put pressure on or lean on. But as you drive the car, as you can clearly see from that side, it's gonna get dirty because it's fake Alcantara and you can't really clean it. I actually have Alcantara cleaner, but it doesn't work on the fake stuff. This is the real stuff, so to work on this stuff. So you can watch my last video, as you can see up here, on how to take apart the door panel and how to install this stuff. I'm really not going to do too much of a tutorial on it because I broke all the tabs from the first time I did this. I'm just going to merely clean up the door, swap out the fake stuff with the actually real stuff right here, get it going, see if I can't do a little bit better job this time around. I did awesome on the passenger side door as far as the seams, but on the driver's side door, because that was my first time doing it, kind of messed up a little bit, but still came out pretty decent. But as you can see, that's really dirty. So yeah, and you get a chance to do it if you opt for the fake stuff or the real stuff. That's what the fake stuff will give you. Of course, that was over a course of time, but once it got dirty, I couldn't clean it. Or you can get the real stuff. As you see, the real stuff holds up but this is a lot better. It's worth the extra charge to get the real fabric. Okay, not much to say here. I'm going to start taking apart these doors and swapping out all the fabric so we can update the fabric to a new color scheme and get the real stuff in there. Oh, one more thing. You see, you had to take out these armrest pieces. I decided to have extra carbon fiber left. Why not just wrap those in the carbon fiber? So I'm gonna try to wrap those as well in the carbon fiber. Put it on there. See if it comes out good or not. I mean, if it doesn't, oh well. Who gives a shit? If it does, cool. So again, let's go ahead and get started on taking apart this door. I wrap these last. That's easy. That's the easy part. Once I start taking apart these doors. Just give you guys a quick summary. Remember, gotta take all these screws out right here. And remember right here, like the example is a plastic rivet where you have to cut. For you guys that didn't watch my original video, you have to cut all those. And then take the screws out, and then this pops up the centerpiece. And then the only way, this right here is the door piece. You can't get to the door piece with this end. You have to take this out first in order to get this. So let's go and take this apart right here. Again, once you cut out the plastic rivet to get out the screws out like I did, you have this one pop tab right here and you push this up, and as you can see, all this will come out. Now originally, this piece right here, this foam piece, is, as you can see, plastic riveted on. Just so you guys know, if you do rip that, you might want to glue that back on, because it's for cushioning, just so you guys know. My bad, I forgot to mention you do have to remove that because there's 2 additional screws underneath here. So yeah, you have to take this back off like I did, and you can glue it back on, back into place. I mean, you could probably essentially even leave it off, but it is for sound deadening. So I need to find some glue. As you can see, I cut mine off. I need to find some glue in a second to glue that back on. But yeah, I think you got 2 screws. As you can see, once I got that screw out, there it goes. This piece will come apart right here. See it like that? But again, I don't think I showed it last time. It just snaps back into place like that. So there we go. There's the bottom piece right here. Last time I used the fabric adhesive, and what they ended up doing is putting stains behind. This time I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to lay the fabric on there and screw it down into place. So before we do that, we need to go ahead and get this off and do this piece. These 2 screws as all should be. We'll do this piece first, and then we'll do that piece. Just to be transparent, you got these little clips right here, as you guys can see. pop these clips out. I think it's only these two, clip right there. Pop these clips out after taking out the 2 screws, and it should fall out. So there's one more screw right here, as you can see, backing up. Take that screw out, and this piece should fall. And with that screw out, voila, there we go, this piece is off. So all I'm going to do essentially is take this fabric off. You see I did the staples. Let's see what I did last time. I stapled it to it. Interesting. To hold it last time. So we're going to take that new fabric I got somewhere down there, and we're going to go ahead and undo this one, do the new. Alright, so you guys can see last time I did opt for the extra foam padding. You did have to cut this padding, the padding to fit, but you can see I did that obviously when I did it the first time. That's how much padding, excuse me, it fell in my hand. That's how much padding there is originally. It's just not enough. That's why I opted for just the extra padding on just the armrest. Like I said, you will have to cut it somewhat close like I did to fit it like that. So I used staples last time. That could be the reason why it came out the way it came out. So this time we're going to try to use no staples and no glue and get this all in there. That way I have room to play around with. So let's try it. Should go without saying that the fabric pieces, as far as once they're made, they are side specific, so make sure you match them up. You can't put the wrong side on the opposite side. That makes sense. So take the pieces, line them up to make sure you got the proper side. And that one looks like the proper side for the driver's side. Actually, no, this passenger side. So I'll have the other one. There we go, that lines up. That lines up with that one, so that's going to be the one for the driver's side. Obviously, this stuff is going to be for the passenger side. So, I'm going to go ahead and take this, wrap this armrest in it. I'm going to have to use both hands because, again, I'm not using staples to hold it down. I'm going to have to use pressure to hold it down. We'll see how that comes out. If that doesn't come out well, I guess I'm about to take a trip to Home Depot to buy a fabric staple gun. I hate to waste money on buying one, but let's get it done. You guys know I like to be transparent. Couldn't get it done without using staples, so I had to run to CVS, buy a stapler, need some super glue to glue that piece back in anyways, and extra staples. Obviously I shouldn't need, it comes with 150 staples. I'm not going to need that many, but since I had to buy a staple, I might as well get extra staples so whenever. So before you start this project, go ahead and get you a staple gun and some glue so you can get this all back together. Alright, this is a standard staple. You see I put one staple in there. You have to put one staple in to stabilize it, to hold it, just so you can adjust all this stuff. That's why you need a stapler. Again, this is a standard Pro, so you guys know. So I'm going to go ahead and slide this in, staple the back, and then staple all this side. Alright, that's the best I can do. And remember, you got to staple it, so it's got staples in it, holding it. And remember, some of the stuff like that part you're not going to see because that's against the door. Keep in mind, when you're looking at it, it's going to look like that. So you're just trying to make sure you got an even straight line. This part can tuck, etc. So let's test with it. Make sure you put, also, I'll just show you. Make sure you tuck this portion right here, this lip, underneath this flap right here, and then bolt it. Bam, voila. I use a little plastic over for the parts that are loose to stick them right underneath there. So I got to bolt it down, I got to snap back in place. You put these screws in on the bottom, and I'm going to call this piece done. Pretty good. Okay, now here's the original piece. I can't pull this piece off if I want. I could simply just put this piece right over it. It doesn't matter. You're not going to see this piece anyways. The bottom piece is useless. It'll just be more extra, even though it's got padding. As you can see, I got the pleated option for you guys that want. I know what pleated means. You see it kind of segregated off right there. It's just going to be more padding. So it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to leave it on. I'm not even going to, like I said, use the adhesive on this one. I'm simply just going to lay this on top and screw it down. That'll hold it in place without me having to put adhesive so it might bleed through, etc. So you guys, I got all the screws back in. Yeah, I have to glue that back onto there and then that back onto there, but make sure everything's together. See, it's all nice and tight. See, I'm shaking it. Now look at that. Bam. Look at that. Freaking awesome. The only thing I might do is I might tuck this inside here. I don't have to, but I can tuck that. Remember that other piece is going to go across there. So there we go. It's one side done. Now I got to do the other side. So pretty much I'm going to go ahead and get the other side. You see that side right there. I got to get the other side together. I'll pretty much walk you through it again, how to do it. I'm not going to go over it. I'm just going to get it together. There you go. Get you an idea of how it looks. bam, whatever, put on. I'll probably wrap those another day. It's kind of getting late and getting tired of doing it, so I'll get the other side done. But there you go, just gonna get the other side. Then you have the foam padding for that, so it tells you don't need it if you don't want it. But same thing, I'm just taking all the screws out, same process, just different side. Nothing changes as far as how you do this. It's a lot easier, obviously, this time around, because I've already removed this before than the first time when you guys first got to do it. That'd be a little bit difficult because you have to cut those plastic rivets, which is really not that hard. Again, you just use a razor. Voila. Now that side is out. I clean that up. 2 screws out, and then we'll re-staple the new one on. See the sides popped off. Same thing. I'll take this one off. Staple the new one up. Wherever I put it down. This one. Take your time when you're stapling, just like that. It's stapled up. Get it close. Remember, we could tuck that in once I bolt it down inside there. Just take your time and staple. This part does take a minute. I would recommend getting the pads. You can see it gives you a nice little cushion. So we'll throw that back together. Then we'll do the same thing with that one. Put the door back together. As you can see right here, I'm just gonna tuck this. I got them both done. There you go. That's done. You see that's done. Before I'm gonna go ahead and throw it back together. Throw it back in the car. I don't feel like it, but I think I'm going to go ahead and attempt to wrap these 2 pieces in the carbon fiber. Let me wrap one, see how it comes out. And if it comes out cool, I'll just do the other one, throw it back in the car. If not, either way, I'll put the door panels back in. But hard part's done. Got it swapped out. Swear, guys, doing the interior changes are awesome, but it just takes a while to get them done. So let's go ahead and get out the carbon wrap and the heat gun and go ahead and get going on these parts. There you go, just cut out the carbon fiber. That's a piece. That's way more than enough to put it in the middle and wrap it. So I cut another one for that, but I'm probably just going to do one first. See how it comes. There you go, just wrap that piece in 5D carbon fiber. Came out pretty good, pretty decent. I haven't held it up to it to see what it looks like. But that's what it looks like standard. That's what it looks like wrapped with the 5D carbon fiber. I've been using the other pieces so you can see I actually wrapped it. I'll have to hold it up and see how I like it on the door. This is just tentatively put on. Actually looks pretty freaking good. So we're going to wrap the other one. Again, if I don't like it, I can always pull it off. Both pieces wrapped. I'll give it about 8 out of 10. Wrap job. All the bubbles out. There we go. So okay, now it's time to go ahead and throw this back in the car and car this installed done. It takes a couple hours to get this stuff together. A lot quicker than I did the first time, which took me like 2 days. A lot quicker. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these in the car, and I gotta clean up. All right, here you guys go. I'll do it installed right back in the car. It is nighttime. Took a little while to get it all put together, but there you go. It's fully installed. Then it all matches now. Took a minute. We got the yellow stitching, quadruple stitching, all new, real Alcantara, everything. Now, all done. I would say allot yourself some time to do this project or any projects regarding wrapping suede. It does take a while, especially if you've never done it before and it's your first time. So if you guys have any questions, post them down below. Please click and subscribe. Again, what do we have coming up? I think the next thing is probably some more stuff coming for the Z. Probably the big part for the Z is coming next. But we'll see, either that or yeah, I did order another part for this car, but I don't know if I'm going to use it or not. I'll show you guys next video. Probably going to be a Z update, more parts for the Z. If not, still gunning for the build tranny. See you guys next video. Glad everything matches now. Heck yeah. Man, this car's come a long way. Baller. Civic. Peace. What's up, everybody? I just wanted to point this out. Yes, I was able to get 2 of the new AMD 67 XT cards. I got the Red Devil, and then this one, the other one's just put up. So if you're looking for a card, hit me up. I'm sure this thing will be gone pretty soon. It's already sold out, of course. Oh yeah, factory sealed. See you guys next video. We got more stuff going on. Peace.